guys? Garage 79R. Lately, you probably noticed I'm doing more shooting in my shop. It's because I am busy, very busy. And actually my garage is kind of falling in on itself, almost. Roof is about to collapse, so I'm not spending too much time in there. But I am rightfully busy. You see that? That is a 87 Corolla. It originally had a 4AC, but the 4AC was hurt and wasn't running that good. Someone had their hands in there, had the head apart, doesn't run right, hasn't ran right. So the guy found me, a customer, and he wanted to modernize. Really, the heat had to come on now. It just turned off. He wanted to modernize the Corolla, get a little more power, get fuel injection. He wants to start right up and go. So, putting Starlet motor in there, 4E FTE. So we're going to gain some, about 50 horsepower or so, along with a broader torque curve. A lot of people are going to question why don't I just put like 4AG in there or whatever. The car is state and automatic. It's more of a daily driver, and the guy doesn't want to wring its neck out to get power. And in my experience with the 4AGs, they don't really make power until you really rev them out. So a spunky turbo motor, I think, would be better application, being an automatic where he wants low to mid-speed torque. And with it being a smaller displacement, when he's not in boost, he will actually get some decent gas mileage. So, I know the fan is really loud. So, there it is. That's not oil. I'm trying to clean the engine bay up a little bit. Most of that was grind. So there's custom mounts and brackets I had to make the engine work. There's some more brackets. So basically only the rear mount was the only thing I could reuse. Everything else I had an adapter make custom. So my shop is a bit of a mess right now. That valve cover is going on this when it's all said and done. So not bad for rattle can, huh? So we're doing kind of like a stock install. I bought a DSM intercooler that I want to modify to use because it doesn't need anything crazy, no big front mount or anything. The motor itself, I should do a general of the car. The car is actually in exceptional shape, and you might wonder why he wants to dump all this time and money into his car. It's because sentimental value. It's his mother's car. The guy's an older gentleman, real nice guy, and he just loves the car. He said he'd rather dump money into a car he absolutely loves than buy a car he doesn't love. So, the car is not perfect, but it's in really good shape. He plans on getting it repainted, and it's something going on with the door. He might have had a door skin put on at some point. He doesn't remember any accidents there, but interior's super clean. So, listen to that. Door shuts perfect. So, that's what I've been dealing with for the last month or so. I've been working on this car and sorting things out. And just madness. Before this, I put a motor in another car in my buddy's Tercels. He had a 4E FTE swap. Basically, something happened. Somebody got the coolant and the vacuum lines mixed up, pumped the motor full of coolant, and it wouldn't really start. It had odd compression numbers. So we got another JDM motor. I fully serviced it, new Toyota timing belt, new seals, etc. Put that in. I'll drop some pictures into this video. I'll put that in, and I also redid the intercooler piping because the intercooler piping it had was rusted out, mostly from the coolant being pumped through the motor. That was weird, and it was oversized. It was way too big. you don't need 2.5-inch intercooler piping when the outlet of the turbo is barely 1.5 inches. My thumb for reference. Of course, that's a stock turbo. He had an upgraded one, but the outlet was still the same. Only the inlet's bigger on the on his hybrid upgrade. So that's what's been going on. I also did the exhaust in that car and did a whole bunch of other things on that car. Sorted it out as much as I can. Still needs a few things, but I got it to the point where at least the car runs and drives. Which it didn't do for the last 3 odd years. So that's good. He's super happy with the car. What else we got going on? I sold the Bonneville. Technically, you still have it. It's still in my garage, but it's already been bought and paid for. Just waiting on them to pick it up. So the Bonneville is gone. So what I'm going to do, once everything kind of settles down a little bit in my shop, though I do have a line of work, maybe in later towards spring, I'm going to get cracking on the Malibu. This is the year the Malibu is going to get running. I don't want to say done, because a project car is never done. I have a lot of stuff I still want to do to that car, but if I try to do that all now, I will never drive the car. It will never get done. So right now, I want to get a swap done and get it running and drive it. Maybe take it to Radwood next year in Philadelphia. So that's going to be kind of my focus later on in the new year. You know, probably March, depending on how things go. I mean, the way things are looking, my shop is so busy. It's just I have very little time for my stuff, which is a good thing, but a bad thing at the same time. You know, I'm just trying to share a little bit what's going on in my world, and you know, I'll never be a mega production. I'm mainly using my phone and an old GoPro. So, you know, they take good enough video. So, that's what's going on. And my life is so busy. You know, got a newborn baby. She's 4 months old. And I guess that wouldn't necessarily be newborn at this point. But, you know, time flies when you're busy. You know, I still think it's October of last year. It does not feel like the beginning of a new year. And it doesn't help that the weather's been kind of warm in Maryland. It hasn't been as cold as it normally is around now. Oh, and I'm racing Floyd again this coming Saturday. And, Sunday. I'm doing track cross again, so I'll take some video of that. If the weather stays mild, I'm going to run some stickier summer tires. But if it stays cold, my regular tires are going to do better because they're a little bit more pliable at cold temperatures. We'll see. Right now, that's supposed to be around 49 degrees on Sunday. But I got to see if it's going to be warm enough. Like if it's going to be 40s at night, I don't think so. I think it's going to get below freezing. So that might not be a good thing with these tires because the sticky summer tires don't like really cold weather, and they take forever to get heat into them. So we'll see. I'll make that decision. Right now I'm second in my class considering I've only ran 1 out of 2 events. That's pretty good for a car that makes 87 horsepower and is running on 500 treadwear tires that were $50 a piece. So I'm happy with it. Floyd's doing good. You know, he's a good little car. But all right, talk to you guys later.